Hi there, Leo Virgo. Welcome back. This is your mid-March to mid-April 2021 reading. Going to be touching on career and life and also love. So we get a little bit of snapshot of all the angles. I want to say that if you are returning, thank you so much for being a subscriber or being a follower. If you're not subscribed yet, I would love if you could hit the button and subscribe. Also, thank you for being here if you're new. Welcome, and I hope that you find something you like. Find something that resonates. I would love to hear your comments and hear how you feel about that. So let's begin and see what's going on for you, Leo Virgo, mid-March to mid-April. That feels like enough. That's not where I want to start, though. I want to start with some overarching oracle messages for you. Let's see. We have courage. Wow. You are courageous even when your heart is tight with fear. Nevertheless, you persist. Following the darkest of nights, you still open your eyes to the dawn and breathe to once more again begin. Life requires extraordinary courage, simply to live in an ordinary way. Today, honor your life, and the truest badge of courage is just honoring your life. So you're being called right now to really be courageous. So we're going to find out what that could be about. Let's take another oracle for you. Leo Virgo, what else are messages for you during this time? Death. Okay, we know that doesn't always mean literal death, but I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So there may be something ending that could be the thing that you have to have, some courage around. Is that you could be dealing with a big transition, something ending, and as we know, when something ends, it can be opening the door to other things. So let's first take a spread on just what's going on in your life overall. I'm going to look at this from a life and career perspective. So we'll see what comes up for you in the area of life and career. We'll qualify as needed, and then we'll pull some partnership or relationship messages for you as well. So let's see. Leo Virgo. Well, that wanted to come out. 9 of Cups. Judgment. Knight of Wands. And the Justice. So with Justice and Judgment, wow, that's definitely some big energies going here for you. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Wands, so it could be some conflict. Two of Wands could be this decision that you need to be courageous about and not be in denial about. So in your life, it looks like you're reaching, to me, it's about fulfillment and it's about passion, that you're reaching a turning point in terms of making a decision. And I say turning point because really when you have, the energy of Justice and Judgment, these are major arcana cards that have a big influence. They have a universal weight to them, much more than a minor arcana would. The minor ones, based on the suits, are based on the elements, are more fleeting, and they can actually like transpire in a matter of days. These are heavier. And when you have justice and judgment together, often to me, that means like there's a karmic influence in the works, like something universal is really happening or is meant to happen, or something is writing. The scales are writing about something. So you might be dealing with a life issue, no matter the nature of it, or even a work issue where in a quest for fulfillment, you are being called upon to make a courageous decision. I feel to be guided by signs, intuition, what the universe is telling you in terms of what's right, fair, and will lead to your happiness. I'm feeling like, because we know that the Knight of Wands is a fleeting energy and can leave sometimes as fast as it comes in, that this is telling me if you're faced with a decision around something that feels really emotional and passionate, is pulling you, to be really careful about how you're making that decision. You definitely want to kind of take the blindfolds off. We've got death again, and I got death here. There could be a major transformation happening, a major ending that might precipitate another new beginning. But there's definitely a transition here. It's like all over this life reading right now. There is a transition happening. You need to stay in your power and just kind of balance that feeling of making a decision based on passion versus right answer. And the right answer doesn't mean you have to be, disconnected from your passion. By all means, the Nine of Cups here is telling me you're going to be on a quest for following a path to greater fulfillment, no doubt. But what it's also telling me is if you want to make a sustainable decision about something, then you need to follow something that's going to feel right and just. For example, if you're in a work situation where you feel like you're not being given your fair shake, or you're not being paid enough, or you're taking on more than you're supposed to and it's unfair, or any partnership or business opportunity for some of you where you're trying to fulfill an emotional goal and a business goal, but maybe push is coming to shove and something conflicting is happening either in front of you or behind the scenes, then you're going to need to kind of pay attention to it and make a very knowledgeable decision, that you're at a turning point, that you need to make a fair and equitable decision. The decision could affect you. The decision could affect others. There's definitely like Three of Discs here that could involve a project or a team. There's Lovers in the reverse, so it definitely could involve an important partnership, whether it's business or other. But it is telling me that be careful of the conflict of not being aware, Two of Swords, of all the information that you need when making a judgment on something, and you're trying to make sure it's fair and equitable, and it's going to lead you to fulfillment. Death and death. Don't be afraid of a major transition that you're facing down here. Don't be afraid of it. Deal with the information, get everything you need, and you also have that overarching energy of courage. So let me see if there's anything else that would come out for this, for the life part of your reading. Leo Virgo. And you'll tell me if this is making sense for you. I would love to have you make a comment. Is this applying to anything in your life right now? Do you feel like the momentum coming for a major turning point, closing a door, opening another? Is it scary? What's it requiring of you? Is there an area of your life that feels unjust right now that you're trying to correct? Yeah, definitely. Six of Wands is holding your ground and success. Two of Wands. Excuse me, definitely. Key juncture, key turning point, what to pursue and what to leave behind. Two of Cups, again, it could involve a very important relationship. And King of Cups, you could be dealing with a King of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign. Could be dealing with a leader, a compassionate leader, generally. May not be revealing their emotions, but they could be a compassionate leader. That could be a mentor or a boss or a peer, but there definitely could be a player like that in the midst, and they could be a partner to you. You are definitely looking a little away from this partnership and leader to decide, do I stay I feel like it's like stay with what I have or in the past with this situation, or do I move to where my success in future is telling me to go? That's what I kind of feel like is happening with that. So if we're going to transition to what's your relationship and or love or partnership energy showing you, Leo Virgo, let's see what that is. Key time, big transformation. Don't be afraid of the death energy in a tarot reading. It really just means evolution, transformation, new path for something important and big. Usually after death energy, something will never be the same because you're moving on into something different. You may be changing. Your situation may be staying the same, but your perspective and who you are or what you're bringing to the situation is in some way changing. So that's kind of the energy that we're getting here. The Magician, Nine of Swords, the Sun, and the King of Pentacles. So now we're dealing with the King of Pentacles. But we have the Sun. It looks like you have some worry. You have some worry around it. And we've got defeat. In this deck, it's defeat. It's the Five of Swords. So there could have been an argument. Again, you had Five of Wands on the other one. Five of Swords, you're keeping you in your head around either the King of Pentacles or the Magician. You might be dealing with two people. One is very charismatic, good communication connection between the two of you. This could be you trying to manifest something new, moving on from that stage of transformation that we're talking about. But it's you or somebody else that wants to create, is charismatic and magnetic, but something's causing you duress right smack in the middle of this, and we're going to clarify what that could be about. What could that be about? So I'm going to just like pull another line to clarify here, and then we'll clarify with the Rider-Waite as well. Knight of Cups, Princess of Cups, which is like the Page, and the King of Cups again. Two King of Cups. And then again, another cup card. We have the 7 this time. So, and the Ace of Cups. So this heavy emotion around this situation in this relationship, some worry, but more than that, there's maybe two players happening that you're dealing with, Leo Virgo. Somebody wants to offer their cup for sure. I almost think like you both are, like you have a meeting of the minds on that when it comes to the King of Cups. When it comes to the King of Cups, there's a Page and a Knight of Cups associated with that. So this is definitely a potentially loving opportunity, I think. I wonder if some of you actually, though, have your thoughts on a King of Pentacles, or maybe an air sign that you feel a strong tie to, but you just can't shake this King of Cups. And there's like a history or something there. So let's see what's going on here. Queen of Wands again, Ace of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Chariot. Okay, so there's potential for success, a potential for somebody offering passion. There's definitely a concern about hurt and loss. And again, we have seven of Cups. So to me, that means somebody's either kind of creating a fantasy around this relationship, you or the other person, maybe is not being totally realistic about it, you know, is what I'm feeling. You're wanting to offer that wand. Somebody might be wanting to offer it to you. The Empress, yeah. There's definitely a very nurturing and giving thing. Watch out, though. Let's see. Okie doke. So there's a concern that if you offer your emotions to somebody, they might be exiting. Somebody might have the potential to exit or is not looking toward you. So you, to me, are the Queen of Wands and the Empress, or maybe also the Magician, where you're trying to manifest, create something. You're willing to give your passion. They may even be showing passion back to you, because we do have the King of Wands holding the wand. We have the wand also being extended right there. But it has a potential for heartbreak for you. And you're trying to keep your head and heart balanced, I think, in this decision. I don't know if it's the King of Cups or the King of Wands that's causing the real issue for you. But there's a watch out. There's a watch out there. So why is there a watch out? Why is the Devil here? Let's just see if there's anything else we can learn about why the Devil is showing up and why the Three of Swords around this partnership. In 2 cards, Four of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay. You might be dealing with somebody who, well, you might be dealing with somebody from work, and we have Judgment again. So there's definitely a big decision coming up. Something might have gone down. You've kind of stepped back from it. I think you're being really smart. You're not rushing into anything, like we said in the very beginning of the reading. And I think you want what's solid, steady, stable, something that feels like a partnership. You may be dealing with somebody who already is in a family and is in a partnership. Three of Swords, Three of Discs. Why is the Hierophant here? Family, stability, partnership. Somebody's needing courage, which again, you have the Courage card as your one of your two energies in your oracles. And something's going on here. That Five of Swords again. Somebody, there's arguments happening over something. There's arguments happening over something, and it looks like it could be to do with that King of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely you maybe not know all the pieces to the puzzle. You're seeking balance. Four of Swords, Four of Wands, Temperance. You're seeking peace and balance, and there's something that could be exciting about this particular situation for you, but it may not be healthy. So whoever you're dealing with, a King of Wands or a King of Pentacles, or maybe even a King of Cups. For some of you, there's a lot of players here. This is like really like kind of hard to discern. But there's a bit of a watch yourself. And like I said, almost like very much in the beginning, there's an opportunity for a Knight of Wands sort of passion in your life in terms of some decision. But that may be fleeting. And I'm almost wondering if the Devil is associated with that energy that we spoke about in the overall life energy. Because, you know, the Knight of Wands, King of Wands, Ace of Wands, and you're at this juncture, which wand to choose, which path, which inspiration will you follow when it comes to your life. And you have the Two of Cups. So there's definitely the need to examine relationships carefully, move toward what's healthy, and excuse me, and pause if you need to, is what I'm feeling. Pause and reflect and make a careful decision. There's a good chance that whatever you're going through in your life is going to cause you to make a decision to leave one thing behind, to choose, you know, moving forward on something else. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know, drop me a comment, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.